Imagine the next dropshipping store you launch is so good that it is guaranteed to make money. I want that for you. So I've taken my 6 years of experience in finding products, building stores, creating viral videos, and just dropshipping in general. And I boiled it down into a 3-step formula with a special bonus for you if you stick to the end of the video. Now take a look at this. There's a problem here. This bracelet looks like it would be a good product to sell, right? Very simple, good looking website, good price. Everything surrounding the product makes it seem like it would be a good winning product. However, you're wrong. Having a good looking website and some decent looking videos for this product doesn't matter when it comes to making sales. The reason is because the product is so oversaturated, so unless you're already a big brand, you won't make any sales. So now what does a good product actually look like and how can we find them? There are 2 components when it comes to finding a winning product. And the first one being, does the product solve a problem? Take a look at these 2 products and let me know if you can spot which one actually solves a problem.
What are you doing? What is that?
Oh, it's a phone stand. I bought it.
What do you mean it's a phone stand? How does this, what the heck?
Look how sturdy it is.
Oh, it
It's
doesn't
not
even...
gonna fall off, and you can adjust this arm.
Oh, it's like an adjustment. Oh, look at that. What the heck? And you can like watch videos on your phone and stuff?
Yeah.
The first product is the one that solves the problem because it helps you just lay in bed and doom scroll comfortably. Whereas the second product doesn't really solve a problem at all. The reason you want to find a product that solves a problem is because it makes it a lot easier to sell. Because instead of trying to sell the product and how it looks or feels, you can instead sell the result that the product brings. Imagine you went to a baseball game or a football game. Everyone in there spent 3 to 4 hours sitting there watching a game. And once they come outside the arena, you're standing out there selling food and water. Tons of people will be coming up to you to buy your food and water because they're hungry and thirsty. So you're solving the problem of them being hungry. People pay money to solve their problems, and that's how you need to think when you're looking for winning products. And now the second thing that you want to look out for when trying to find winning products is to have a wow factor. Let's do this again. Let's take a look at these 2 products and you let me know which one of these has a wow factor.
This is going to work on your core, making your abs pop. This is my favorite ab roller with elbow pads, phone holder, hand pads, a timer for planking, and 2 wheels that go on any surface.
This is an anti-gravity personal humidifier. It makes such a relaxing sound, and as you can see, the water looks like it's dripping up.
Now, which one of these would you say has the wow factor? If you said the ab roller wheel with the phone holder, then you are correct. Essentially, wow factor just means, does your product stand out? If you pair that with the product solving a problem, then you have a winning product. This product helps solve the problem of helping you get abs while making it more bearable by having your phone there to keep you entertained. And this isn't a product you typically see, so it also has that wow factor, making this product a winning product. Now, why does finding a winning product matter so much? Because if you have a good store, good content, good copy, I should still make sales anyways, right? Nope, your store, your content, your copy, and everything else does not matter if your product still sucks. All you'll end up doing is wasting time creating a good website, creating content for your product when nobody even wants it. This is why the first step when it comes to starting dropshipping is finding a winning product. So this now brings us to the second step of the formula, and that is creating a high converting store. So this is little Timmy, and little Timmy just decided he wanted to start dropshipping, so he finds a winning product and starts to create a store. But little Timmy has never made a store before and doesn't know how to make one. And once he finally learns how to make one, it takes him hours of his time. So instead of spending hours to create a Shopify store from scratch, you can instead have AI build stores all for you. I use this tool called storebuild.ai to build me this store right here in 5 minutes, and it only cost me $1 to make. The reason I like to have AI create me stores is because it saves me hours of time trying to create a store from complete scratch, when instead I just have AI build it all for me, and then I go ahead and add the final touches to it once I'm done. So now little Timmy used StoreBuild to create him a brand new store, but he doesn't know how to add the final touches to his store. So what I usually do to really put my mark onto a store and put the finishing touches onto it is I want to make it feel like a branded store. And I do that by making sure I have a clean, simple logo, a good color scheme to my website. It can't look like you just threw up crayons all over the website. It needs to look professional. Also having good product images and a ton of reviews, because without any of this, your store is going to look and feel like a dropshipping store. Now look at the store and tell me if it's a good store or not. Look at the product images, the reviews, the color scheme, and the logo. Does this look like a high converting store? If you said no, then you are correct. It clearly looks and feels like a dropshipping store. And the way you can make sure that the store doesn't look and feel like this is, again, by having good product images, good color scheme, clean logo, and a ton of reviews. Now, these aren't things that you need to be spending hours and hours trying to perfect. Your website is still very important, but you should try and get most of this stuff done as quickly as possible. Money likes speed, so try to move quickly. Lastly, to creating a high converting website is increasing your AOV, aka your average order value. So imagine somebody goes to your website and they see your product and they want to buy. They click the add to cart and check out for $100. Now you've made $100, but you could be missing out on a ton of money and you didn't even realize it. The way to increase your AOV is by creating bundles. You've probably seen this at your local Target where they have signs saying buy one, get one half off. The reason bundles are so important is because you're able to increase the amount that a customer is worth without spending a single dollar. Because if a customer goes to your store to buy your product for $100 and they see they can get another one for half off, psychologically they'll believe they're losing money by not taking advantage. So they decide to go and get the other one for half off, and they think they save money, but in reality they spend an extra $50, and that's just more money in your pocket. And you are able to do all of this without spending a single dollar more. So this now brings us to the final step, and that is creating viral videos for your products. So this begs the question, why do certain videos go viral? Is it because of the camera you use, the hashtags you put on videos, or using the most trending sounds, or maybe it's just luck? Well, understanding these social media platform algorithms is actually not that difficult. The way it works is once you create a video and you post it, the algorithm immediately shows your video out to 200 to 1,000 people. And this is where you see people get stuck in what's called 200 view jail. So what happens is when it is shown to those first 200 to 1,000 people, the algorithm is watching to see how each person reacts to the video. So what does that exactly mean? What are the algorithms looking for exactly? It is looking at one simple metric, and that is watch time. This is what a watch time chart looks like right here. And at the beginning of everyone's video, it always starts at 100%. And as the video goes on, it starts to go down because people are scrolling away. If you're able to keep people from scrolling, then your watch time increases. And what do you think happens when the algorithm sees that people are watching your videos? They show your videos to a larger group of people, and it repeats the exact same process. It looks to see if people are watching the video all the way through, and if they do, the algorithm then shows it out to even more people, and that is when you start to see videos going viral. So what happens if my watch time isn't good? Then the algorithm will stop pushing your videos to people. The reason it stops showing to people is because your video isn't deemed engaging by the algorithm. And it means people aren't watching and have a higher likelihood of closing out of the app. And that is where these social media platforms lose money. So what do I mean by these social media platforms lose money? Well, first you need to understand how they even make money in the first place. These platforms make money through advertising. Businesses pay them to show ads on the platform. So if people are closing out of the platform, they're losing money because less people are being shown these advertisements. This is why your videos aren't getting views, because the engagement isn't there and people are closing off the app or swiping off your video. Because if these platforms show bad videos to people, people will leave and they'll lose the advertising dollars. Now this goes the same way around. If your video is engaging, then these social media platforms will push it out even more because it's getting people to stay on the app. You're essentially rewarded by these platforms to create engaging videos. Okay, so you now know why videos go viral and how the algorithm works, but how can you come up with the ideas that are engaging to keep people on the app? You can do this by what I call stealing like an artist. When I first started dropshipping, I was creating organic content around my product. I spent hours and hours trying to come up with ideas just for them to perform terribly. And I never understood why I couldn't get a video to go viral until I realized I had to steal like an artist. So what you want to do is, instead of coming up with video ideas on your own, you want to look at other people's content and copy it, but not word for word. You want to change it slightly and improve on it. Now you might be thinking, isn't that wrong? Why should I copy somebody else? The reason you want to do this is because instead of wasting time trying to come up with original ideas, you can instead look at what's already working and copy that. Because if it worked for someone else, then there's a high likelihood that it'll work for you as well. It's been tested through these algorithms and is shown to work. The chances of it working is very high because, according to the algorithm, people engage with that video very well. And if you feel like this is wrong, you need to know that most videos you see online are already stolen from somewhere else. Okay, so you understand that you need to be looking at other people's videos in the same space as you and just copying them. But what exactly are you copying from them? Are you copying the words they say, the visuals? What makes up a viral video? There are three parts that typically make up a video. You have your hook, the body, and the CTA, aka your call to action. The hook is what you use to grab the viewer's attention, and this is the most important part to your video because it's the first thing that your viewer sees and hears when watching your video. So if it's immediately boring, then nobody's gonna wanna watch. Imagine hearing these two hooks. Here's how to lose 5 pounds. Versus, here's how to develop a gym addiction so strong that you physically can't stop working out. The second hook is clearly better because it invokes way more emotion from the viewer. Now, if you're copying other people's videos, you need to be copying the hooks that they're using. If you see they have a video with 1 million views, then that's a video that you need to be copying their hooks. Then next you have the body to the video, and this is the part of the video where you'll show off your product and show how it works and talk about the problems that it solves. Remember, you need to be talking about the result the product provides because that's the only reason that people are going to buy. And finally, you have your CTA. Imagine you created a video and you got 1 million views. You hooked a viewer to watch your video, they see the problem it solves, and then that's it. They scroll to the next video. Those 1 million views did nothing for you, but why? If you got 1 million views, shouldn't they all know to go to your profile and click the link in your bio and then to go and buy the product? No, you need to tell the viewer what to do after they watch the video. So an example would look something like, if you wanna get your X product, then go ahead and click the link in the bio to get yours now. And now instead of just hoping the audience goes and clicks your page and goes to your website, you now got them to watch your video, become interested in your product, and told them what to do if they want one. And that is how you turn viewers into dollars. So since you made it past all 3 steps, I have a bonus step to how you can start getting results quickly. What is the issue that 99% of people that get into dropshipping face? Is it actually finding products, creating a winning store, or creating content to market your products? Well, it really just comes down to these 3 things. And these are the 3 things that I've done in order to become successful with dropshipping. First one is joining a program or a mentorship to shortcut the learning curve. Sure, I could have just gone on my own and spent 3 to 6 to 12 months just trying to learn how to make sales, but I knew it would cost me more in terms of time and money to do it on my own, compared to just paying someone who has the knowledge to teach me everything they know. And once I realized that the game is truly pay to win, that's when I actually started to see results because I started to invest in myself. Second thing being is I started to leverage proven systems. Again, I would join programs from people who were already successful and I would just copy the exact systems that they would be using. I didn't spend hours trying to figure it out on my own. I just took what worked and plugged it into my own business. And within our program, we give you the full systems to plug into your dropshipping stores so that you don't have to be guessing on how to make money with your store. We're not like every other program out there where you spend $10,000 just to get a 100-step video course. We show you the exact systems to use and how all you have to do is just copy and paste. Lastly is putting the reps and building experience. The only way that you'll become a successful dropshipper is by actually dropshipping. You're not gonna get better by watching more YouTube videos. Past a certain point, you've seen enough videos teaching you how to dropship. The next thing you need to do is actually start doing it. And that is when you'll really start to become good at dropshipping, is when you spend the time doing product research, you spend the time creating websites, you spend the time creating the content, and no matter what the result, you show up every single day. And what happens is you compound all this time and experience, and after some of that time, you will become really good at dropshipping. And once you are good, you will make money and you will become successful. Now, the next thing for you to do is actually take the next steps. Unless you want to stay where you're at, then go ahead and click on the next video. But if you truly do want to change, then you need to make change. There's that saying, if nothing changes, then nothing changes, and it really is true. You can't expect your life to change if you don't take any action. You have to give up a part of yourself now in order to get what you want in the future. And that's what I had to do. I had to give up partying, drinking, and hanging out with my friends and just doing dumb shit. But now I'm in a high-rise apartment with my dream car. So my message to you is to take the next step and take that leap of faith. And I promise you, it'll be the best thing that you ever do. And if you want to apply to work one-on-one with me, the link will be in the description of the video. I know you can be great. It's just up to you to do the things that you need to do. Now, this program isn't going anywhere, but the price definitely is, because we're getting hundreds of applications every single day. So get in while you still can.